Welcome back. It's Eric Arnold here on Thursday the 20th of May. And we've got a number of MLB picks here for you on Thursday. Recap our losing Wednesday. It was a losing Wednesday. It wasn't a disaster. Like I said, I'm trying to keep the losing days to, you know, not minus 200 or 300 to complete disasters that take a week and a half to dig, out of, but at any rate, number of things here before we get to what happened Wednesday. It is official. The ballot initiatives in Pennsylvania that amend the Constitution did pass. The important ones, of course, being questions 1 and 2 that now enable the state legislature to end these endless lockouts, lockdowns, edicts, orders, all this bullshit the governor has foisted upon us for the last 15 months. Um, it's over now. A simple majority, which the legislatures had pretty much all, I won't say all along. I think the legislature came down against the lockdowns probably in the, after 2, 3 months when the governor was kind of like, so, sir, what's the end game here? Well, this is your new normal. It's like, wait a minute, we didn't sign up for this. I thought we were flattening the curve, dude. I thought this was like a 2 week deal to flatten the curve. And then all of a sudden, goalposts just, as usual, the goalposts have been moving all over the place on this thing. And then, now we're saying this is our new normal, that, all the, freedom stuff you've been used to. No, that's so passe. That's out the window. Forget about it. You don't need that. New normal. So that's all done now. It was about 52 and a half, 53% to 47. 6.5 point victory. I'm going to say that's a pretty solid win for shutting down the governor. To give you comparison, Trump was defeated by Biden in this state by about 1.5 points. So in less than a year, a freedom initiative, which that would be anti-democrat, carried by about 8 points difference from what happened in the general election. So some of those Democrats that voted against Trump, voted to shut down the governor. What happened? I think I looked at the numbers. There was like a third of the people, and these are all Democrats in Philadelphia. Everybody in Philadelphia is a Democrat. The Republicans have long since moved out of Philadelphia. There's only Democrats in Philadelphia. That's all that's there. And a third of them voted to shut down the governor. A lot of young people are in Philadelphia, and they've borne the brunt of this tyranny. And some of them, I think, have concluded that what am I putting up with this for? It doesn't affect me. If I do get it, I hardly would know it anyway. In fact, there's been so many people that have been asymptomatic, and most of them are young people, and yet they've had a whole year and plus of their lives just taken from them. So I'm kudos to you, young people, that figured out, hey, you can't just let the governor rule as a dictator forever. What is the deal? You can't allow this. So thank God. Congratulations to anybody here in Pennsylvania that voted yes on that. Thank God for you. Anyone that voted no, too bad. May I suggest you move to a state that's a little more to your liking, like California or New York or Cuba. Uh, but thanks to everybody that voted yes here in Pennsylvania to pass these initiatives. We should have full stadiums pretty soon, I'm hoping. We could throw away these ridiculous, useless masks. Don't need to wear them anymore. It should be over. It's over. Get vaccinated. Don't get vaccinated. I don't care. It really doesn't matter. as I pointed out in a previous video, if you haven't been vaccinated, that's up to you. I mean, that's completely up to you. I know people that have had it and they're not getting vaccinated. It's like, what the hell for? I had it. I had the disease. I'm naturally immune to it now. I had the thing. Why do I need to get vaccinated? That's a good question, and I don't have an answer for it. So I'm sure, Dr. Fauci would tell you need to, but then he's a fraud, he's a liar, he's a bad guy. So, all right, that's enough of that. Corey Kluber, the latest no hitter, was that makes 6 now, 7 if you can count Baumgartner's 7-inning deal. That would already tie the record here, 1/3 of the way through the season. Piggybacking off of what I said yesterday, there's a good blog up at Barstool Sports, written by a fellow named Coley Mick, pointing out just what I'm saying, that does it seem odd to anybody that all these no-hitters are being thrown? I mean, the baseball, the product we're getting right now is not good. It's not a good game. It's poor. It's a poor sport at the moment. Home run, walk, strikeout, don't forget pulled muscle. That happens at least once a game. At least once a game, once a day. They play maybe 12 to 15 games a day. In one of those 12 to 15 games, somebody pulls a muscle. And it never used to be like that. Just running in a straight line. It's ridiculous. The Yankees lost an outfielder last night. I saw in the highlights Victor Robles of the Nationals. Now, kudos to him. He stayed in the game, then he left the game later. But he didn't pull a muscle, he rolled his ankle. So, a little different. But, the Coley Mick's solution to this bad product we're being forced to watch is that he would put everybody back on steroids. And he figures that would even it up such that the hitters would now have an advantage, or I guess would catch up with the pitchers if everybody's on roids. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm ready to go there. And it's a fantasy anyway, because baseball would never go for that at this point. You couldn't do that secretly. It would get out. I think some of these hitters ought to simply just hit against the shift and stop swinging for the fences. But I don't know. They're clearly not motivated to do that. So we'll keep getting. I almost think that what we should be looking for, since the hitters just they're all 2 strikes. Regardless of game situations, 2 outs, doesn't matter. Every swing's the same. Every swing is going for the fence. It's a rarity that somebody hits it the other way or goes against the shift. Since everybody's going for the fences, I'm almost thinking we need to start thinking about this and try to find pitchers that we think are not going to get taken deep. Because that's the whole game, basically. Did you give up a home run? Did you not give up a home run? If you can get through a game and not give up a home run, I think you're probably going to win. And it seems obvious to say, but more so than normal, in that nobody walks. There's just not that many walks anymore. Everybody seems to the chase rate to me seems higher. I don't know. That's just a guess. I don't know if that's true or not. That guys seem to be swinging at pitches that are just way off the plate. And maybe that's Coley Mick speculates that's because these pitchers are now allowed to cheat like hell and put pine tar on the ball so they can spin the thing like a top, and these electric breaking balls. And you may have something there, just because it does seem like these balls are breaking sharper than they have in the past. I know velocity's up, and that's just a function of, that's what these guys are going for. I think back in the day, guys could throw it harder too if they wanted to. but they would go for more longevity. In other words, why should I max out throwing as hard as I can? I know I got to throw another 280 innings this year. So there's no point in me trying to throw 99 on every pitch. Not now. Hell no. Everybody's trying to throw 99 on every pitch. And it just doesn't matter. When you inevitably get hurt, then I guess I don't understand the mentality there of a pitcher. It's like, you're going to get hurt. I mean, do you not care? I mean, uh, you're not going to make any money while you're on the DL, and no one's going to give you a big contract while you're getting a Tommy John surgery. I don't know. I don't know. I guess they figure, well, Mark Burley never made any money because he could never throw the ball over 88 miles an hour. Yeah, but the dude was in the majors for what, 20 years? Same with Jamie Moyer. They made some money. They may not have made the big Garrett Cole money, but they did hang around a long time. Hell, Jamie Moyer won over 250 games. I don't know the dude ever threw over 85 miles an hour. At any rate, let's what happened yesterday? There were a couple of just mistakes here, and the Phillies Marlins, that probably was just a mistake. We tried to beat Trevor Rogers, and he's an ace. I don't know what else to say. I mean, the dude just seems to go out there, and every time he's out there, he's just ace. He's just doesn't make mistakes, doesn't give you pitches to hit, throws pretty hard. He's a number one pick. I mean, he's an ace. Trevor Rogers, a name you may not know. And that was partially, we should have been getting paid. I mean, we were favored. It was just a mistake. Just a mistake. The Blue Jays, that one just didn't happen. I don't know, that was a mistake. It was just, I kind of thought Ross Stripling was due for a good outing. Didn't happen. So we lost there. Scherzer, he gutted it out, got it done. The Nationals, that was a gutty win for them. So thank God we needed that one. The Cardinals did what they needed to do. They got out quick, smashed the Pirates. Easy win, relatively easy win there. The Astros, that was a nice, easy win. That was kind of what we had hoped. That's my thinking here. Greinke pitched, does not throw hard, does not throw fastballs. To me, the easiest pitch to hit a mile is a fastball. Some of these guys anymore, I mean, you could hang a curveball to some of these guys, and they can't even hit that. I really think these guys now, it's all they're doing is just, gearing up and trying to hit 96 a mile. And if you throw anything that spins or breaks, you're going to get them out. That's my thinking. I may refine that. I may go back on that. But at the moment, I'm thinking we ought to be looking for some pitchers that are throwing some curveballs. Because I don't know these hitters in today's age can hit them. At any rate, Greinke, he gets the W. And then this was a big mistake. What? We made a mistake here taking the Mariners top guy, top prospect as a pitcher. It's just too soon for this guy. Probably too soon for most guys that you just call up out of the minors and say, here he is, he's the savior. It seems like those guys never make it. It's guys you never heard of. They're the ones that do business. The price was wrong on this one, just wrong. Minus 136. So that was an error. So, we made some mistakes yesterday. So losing today. Basketball wise, I don't follow basketball, so don't look at the basketball picks and go, oh, you stink. Yes, I stink. I don't follow basketball. I'm just throwing them out there just for entertainment purposes. Just this is what the man in the street thinks, because that's literally what I am when it comes to basketball. As far as the NBA, I don't follow it. It's interesting now. I'm going to watch it a little bit, flip back and forth between baseball games just to see, who's winning what. I saw LeBron had a big shot there at the end to win the game. So I guess that's why he's LeBron. Of course, he didn't cover the spread. The Spurs covered the spread. Of course, I had them listed at 4, so I guess that was a tie. If you took the Spurs, you probably won because the number moved in the Spurs' favor. At any rate, today, I don't know. I think the Pacers look to me, to the man in the street, the Pacers look like a better team than Washington. And I know that seems stupid, I guess, because Washington has the superstars of Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal. I don't know. The Pacers just look good. No, maybe that was just because the other team didn't show up and they won by 30, and that's why they look good. And they didn't really play anybody like Russell Westbrook. I would take the Pacers in this next matchup today. I think they're going to knock out the Wizards, and it'll be the Pacers and the Sixers. That's my guess. All right, baseball. What do we got? We got 5 games here. We're going to go back with the Rays. They had a huge comeback win last night. This would be for a 4-game sweep today. Do I have that right? I think I do. It'd be at least a 3-game sweep. I'm not sure. But at any rate, they beat John Means, so now what's left? I don't know. Some guy named Kramer. The Rays got Rich Hill going. Rich Hill's been dialed in. He has been dialed in these last few starts, and I think this is a good spot to play him. The Rays used some of their bullpen last night, but Rich Hill has been, getting a little deeper into these games. He threw 100 pitches last time out. And I checked the database and it said, don't worry about it. Rich Hill, when he's throwing like this, is, generally pretty consistent. So I'm hoping that's true. So we'll play him on the run line here. And I think that'll lessen our downside in case Rich Hill gets blown up. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's going to be good. This is what we're thinking. Who is not going to get hit over the have a home run smashed against him? Rich Hill on his curveball. That's what we're thinking. So, the Rays right now swinging the bats. I think it's likely they score some more crooked numbers. The run line, I think, has some value. We'll take the run line and the Rays. The Giants Reds, this is just a hunch. This is just, I just look at this and say, what? This number's wrong. This number is wrong. I don't get it. I've got what's been one of the best teams in the National League, and I'm an underdog against the crummy Reds. I've got a pretty good pitcher. Johnny Cueto. He's getting back in the groove after a minor injury, I guess. He's always pitched pretty well in Cincinnati. He used to play there. So, I think pitching-wise, this is certainly a push. Molly, I guess he's basically the Reds' ace, but I would say between the two of them, it's a push. If not Cueto, small advantage Cueto. And then, the Reds are the Reds. They just seem to do whatever it takes to lose, and the Giants right now are doing whatever it takes to win. So I'm getting 128. Well, that's the number I have here. I'll double check that before I put the post up. But man, I think that's, I don't know, 1 star. Yeah. And I did, just for fun, I did look up what happens when I'm trying to close out a 4-game sweep. And you're just as likely to get it as you're not. In other words, this idea that, it's hard to sweep a team. The numbers don't bear that out. They don't. So I think that the Giants are just as likely to get this game. They're just better than the Reds, and they're underdogs. I mean, if you played the Reds this or the Giants this whole 4 game series, and we haven't had them once. We haven't had the Reds either, thank God. But God, you would have made out like a bandit. Uh, so I'm hoping the Giants can just keep doing what they're doing, and that's beating the Cincinnati Reds. So 1 star there. Now the games we like. The games we like. Um, Domingo Germán, this dude does nothing but win. He does nothing but win. Whenever he's out there, even if he pitches badly, the Yankees hit the ball for whatever reason. So only laying 126 here. Dane Dunning, he's nothing special. Pitching matchup here, that's a push at best. I would say Herman's probably a small advantage there. And then the Yankees, as much as their lineup looks, you look at the batting averages and whatnot, and it's like, oh, wow, they're no threat. Really? They're no threat? Yeah, right about when you say one of these huge muscled up Yankee guys is no threat, that's when he smashes one 450 feet. Is this the breakout day for Miguel Andujar? Clint Frazier, does he hit 2 home runs today? All these guys have power. It's just a matter of time before some of them put it over the fence. The Yankees, and like I said, they hit for Herman. So Kluber throwing the no-hitter yesterday. The bullpen's fresh. Good pitching's contagious. I think the Yankees are much more likely to win this game than just minus, 130, 126, whatever. So Yankees, 2 stars there. Play of the day. The Phillies Marlins. We got Sandy Alcantara versus Vinny Velasquez. Alcantara is a budding ace. He is a guy that is starting to come into his own. He was I guess the main piece in the Ozuna trade, where they sent Ozuna to the Cardinals and then come back with Alcantara was a Cardinal guy. Cardinals, they produce pitchers, they surely do. And so now he's coming into his own in Miami. He had a terrible outing last time out in Los Angeles. Just didn't have it. It threw his fastball, which usually is not hittable. Well, it was hittable, and the Dodgers put a number of them over the fence. So that kind of, dirtied up his statistics a little bit. But he's definitely ace-type material. He's pitched very well against the Phillies. And here we're 108 underdogs. The Phillies, I mean, this is a team that's scuffling. JT Realmuto out of the lineup. Will he play? I don't know. If he does, will he be any good? I don't know. Something's wrong with Bryce Harper. He couldn't even swing the bat Sunday. He hasn't hit the ball hardly at all this whole week. It's something with his shoulder. So he's their biggest threat. Other than that, the Phillies are just scuffling like crazy to score any kind of runs. I would think Alcantara is going to feast on these guys tonight. Vincent Velasquez has thrown 2 good outings in a row. And I think if he throws a third, that could be a record for this guy. He is just consistently inconsistent. That's been his hallmark his whole career in Philadelphia. I was looking at some other guy today that I forgot was even in Philadelphia by the name of Cole Irvin, who's doing business out in Oakland now. He was on the Phillies last year. So, Vincent, it might not be your fault. It may just be the Phillies have bad pitching coaches or something, or it's a bad organizational that does something with their pitchers. But, it seemed like as soon as Cole Irvin got off the Phillies, boom! Now this guy's a solid citizen, if not a plus pitcher. So, if Vinny left town, he'd probably, do business. But he's not. He's still in Philadelphia. And I don't know how on earth he's going to do tonight against the Marlins. He's going to have to be brilliant to match Alcantara, I'm thinking. I don't know what we're missing here. Am I missing something? I don't know. But this is a top play. I think the Marlins win this game easily. That's a top play. And then the Braves, 2 stars here. We'll lay the wood. Why? The Braves are chewing up money at the moment. It seems like every time not every time, but boy, they just haven't played well this year. And they just had another tough series with the Mets. But they had a nice comeback here to not get swept at home by the Mets. I don't know. Maybe what they need are the Pirates. The Pirates seem to be that team when you're not playing well, and it's like, oh, thank God, here come the Pirates. Now maybe we could get some confidence, beat these guys, get a little bit of roll going. So yeah, I don't know. We're just I know I had more rationale in this on the Braves. The Pirates had to pitch their bullpen last night because of an injury. They had to go deep into the bullpen, 7+ innings. So I think that's got to hurt them coming into this no rest 3-game series. Pitching wise, I think it's Drew Smyly has pitched pretty well these last 2 outings, and we're hoping that he's kind of found a groove, and he's going to, put out a solid 6 innings of 1-run ball or less. That's what we're hoping, and that Acuna, Freeman, Swanson, these guys are going to square up Will Crow and get some runs on the board. So I think we're going to go ahead. We're going to lay the 183 and just hope that, the Pirates, that lineup's pretty ineffectual. There's just not a lot of pop in that lineup. There you have it. So, top play, Marlins. Then we got Yankees and Braves. Then you fill in with the Rays on the run line and the Giants. That's what we have. Good, great. Hey, thanks to everybody that's stopping by, watching the videos. Particularly thank you to our subscribers. And hey, hit the like button, or guess we'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm thinking the schedule here this weekend, particularly there for Pittsburgh Louie. There definitely going to be some days off this weekend. I'm, going to take some R&R this weekend. So I think we'll have a video tomorrow, and then the weekend videos may be spotty. It could be. I don't know. Yeah, there may not be videos this weekend. I'm thinking, when are we gonna have time to do that this weekend? Because I'm gonna be busy all weekend. Sorry. This might be, you get what you pay for. So it's a free service. So it may just be time for me to take some days off, and we'll see what happens. Who knows? I may throw a quick video together just to do it if I have a few free minutes. But thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.